Alrighty guys, so I'm back. I was on vacation for a few weeks, and before that I was working on the Power Stroke, which is sitting here pretty much dead. And before that, school was just insane. So now that all that's over, I'm back home. I think that's just gonna sit for a while. They'll do that at another point, but main project now, I gotta get this thing done. And you get this thing done, running, have some fun with it, and get it up for sale before school starts in the fall, because I gotta get my money back out of this thing. It's taken way more money and time than I thought it was going to. I should still be able to get out of it what I've got into it. But I gotta get it done, because then I have to frame swap that with the silver 4Runner that I got. If anybody saw that, I bought a rolled 2000 4Runner. So that one's got the multi-mode transfer case and the diff lock and all the fancy stuff. It's not a stick, but I'm gonna swap that, so hopefully I can take that up to Silver Lake when some of my extended family is up there at the sand dunes in about a month, I think. So goal is to get this thing done. Engine's almost ready to put in. I need a dipstick and dipstick tube. I need to get the seals and the differential on the oil pan, and the AC, other couple accessories on the engine's ready to go in. My transmission rebuild kit from Summit came last night. So that's sitting here, as well as the AC clutch, because that was destroyed. And I have a Transgo shift kit coming as well. So that's all for the 4L70 transmission. And then I'll probably find a couple more odds and ends for this thing. So hopefully in the next, I'm hoping I'm done with this thing in sometime in the next 3 weeks and driving it, because right now, me personally, I don't have a daily driver that's drivable, because this obviously doesn't have a motor in it. That silver 4Runner was rolled, so the body's not really great and it's missing parts. And this, I don't have insurance on it, and not driving it because of the frame is completely rotted out. So kind of bouncing around between, my sister and I are sharing her car basically. Yeah, and because this thing, we'd be all right, except for this thing. On last day of our trip, I don't know how many miles we put on this thing, but it was doing great. And 2 days ago, we were up at Rocky Mountain National Park. It started a little funny. First part of the day, my dad and I kind of didn't sound very good, and it kind of got a little worse. Well, up at the top of the mountain, stalled out. Turns out we got a high pressure oil leak, Power Stroke issues, and somehow managed to limp this thing home from Colorado all the way to Michigan, towing the trailer with a high pressure oil leak. Most stressful drive of my life. Mainly because within a couple hours of driving it, it wouldn't even idle. Like, we'd have to bring the idle up a couple hundred, I don't know. We'd have to babysit the throttle like 900. And then we couldn't even put it in gear without having it revved up a little bit, which isn't great for the transmission, but we needed to get home. So basically by the end of it, we were trying to get, if we were going to stop, we were trying to get top of a hill, or we had a couple people tow us to the top of a hill so we could spray it with some ether, because it wouldn't crank up anymore on its own. Get it rolling, crank it up on the ether, just kind of pedal it a little bit, then drop it in gear and get going. Well, did that quite a few times and managed to make it on prayers and faith. I mean, there's no way this thing should have made it home. Yeah, so along with the high pressure leak, wherever that might be, the injectors we were going to take out and send them back under warranty anyway, because since we put this thing together, it just hazes when it's cold. It's stupid. So yeah, so that's the update on basically what I've been up to. So hopefully on the Saab you'll start seeing videos within the next few days. I'm still not very good at this YouTube thing, trying to get better, but hopefully I'll get most of that up for you guys so you can see that. I'm really excited to get this thing running. I know my buddies are. Have some fun with this thing. And my 4Runner, I'll have that whole frame swap up on YouTube. I don't have a lift, so it's going to be a little fun and sketchy, and I'm not going to recommend how I'm going to do it. But anyway, for those of you that might want an idea on how to do that and how tough that is, I will have that up for you. And who knows what else pops up. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.